Couple of telecom stocks that have been in focus today. Idea gained almost 1.5% after the company said that there is space for Reliance Jio in the market as well, as long as we have good growth. Well, Reema tracks these companies in the sector very closely. So, Reema, let me ask you, I believe the company actually had held an analyst call. So, what is making the street optimistic?
Yes, the company did hold an analyst meet yesterday where they said that the growth from here on will be led more by subscriber addition because data pricing is likely to be under pressure, which could put the ARPUs under pressure. So, which is why the market will grow by subscriber growth rather than ARPU. On the subject of Jio, they say that if the industry continues to grow at high single digits, then there is space for Jio to coexist. With respect to how much the company is likely to bid in the upcoming auctions, they're saying that there is plenty of spectrum which is going to be auctioned, remember, more than 2,000 megahertz. So therefore, they're not too worried. And this time around, they can be selective about it since they don't have the overhang of renewable spectrum. They also indicated that they don't intend to hold 100% stake in their tower subsidiary. They will look at combining their Indus stake as well as the standalone towers that they have. So there will be some restructuring that's likely to take place in the tower business, and they expect to maintain the debt at reasonable levels. So all in all, considering that the stock was very close to its 52-week lows of 96, 97 thereabout, today on the back of fairly positive comments, whether it's on how much the company is likely to participate or bid in the upcoming auctions or about Jio, that stock rebounded sharply and ended with gains of about 4%.
Okay, so that's Idea, Reema. But what about Tata Communications? That much-awaited deal, the sale of Neotel has actually happened. Now, to what extent does this help the company deleverage its books?
Yes, we've been awaiting this Neotel stake sale for a while now, for many years now. But yes, the final suitor for it is Econet Wireless. They have entered into an agreement to acquire Neotel. Remember, Neotel is Tata Communications' South African subsidiary, where Tata Comm holds a 67.3% stake. The enterprise value, which has been struck, is at 2,900 crore, which means Tata Comm's 67.3% stake is roughly valued at close to about 2,000 crore rupees. Now, this deal is set to reduce the company's debt. But there are two ways of looking at it. One, the company's core debt, which is X of Neotel, that stands at $1.4 billion on a net basis. On a gross basis, it stands at $1.8 billion. The consolidated debt, which includes Neotel's $300 million of debt, would stand at close to about $2.1 billion. So this money that they're raising, which is about 2,000 crore rupees or close to about $300 million, will go in paring down the Neotel associated debt. So the consolidated debt comes down, but the net core debt would come down by only $50 million, and that is something that we have to also bear in mind. The management also separately told us that this Neotel stake sale was not done from a point of view of only deleveraging the balance sheet. It was done because it was strategic in nature. It will help in the company focusing on the data business. On data business, they're very optimistic. They expect the margins to go up to about 30% in the next 3 years. So this stake sale was more strategic in nature. Neotel, on account of the high debt, was also dragging on the business, which is why they took that call to sell the stake. It will help in paring down the consolidated Neotel debt, but the standalone core debt doesn't come down by much, only $50 million, according to the management.
Okay, well, that's all about the telecom stocks that were in focus.